In today's video, we are gonna check out the best breweries in all of North Vancouver.
And we're gonna do it all on bikes. Bye! Ah!
Wait for me! Alright, so our plan for the day is to hit up at least 3 or 4 breweries, possibly more. We're in for a bit of a long bike ride since we're starting out here in North Burnaby. Gotta head over the bridge, but I think it should be fun. We'll see you guys in a little bit. We've made it to our first stop of our North Van Brewery tour. We are here at Bridge Brewing, which is one of the oldest breweries out here in North Van. So we're excited to try it out.
Yeah, and they have a low-carb beer that I'm excited about.
Alright, so we got our 4 beers. We got a pale ale, we got a raspberry porter, and we got a naturally carbonated lager. And then last but not least, we got that super low carb beer. 1.5 grams of carbs in an entire can of beer. I don't know how that works. So let's try out these beers. So we've had a chance to try out all the beers. For me personally, I really like the Fresh Hop, which is a pale ale. Super, super good.
I really like the prime time. 1.5 carbs. Pretty good. And taste it too.
Alright, we're just gonna finish up our beers here and then we're gonna head to the next brewery. See you guys in a bit. We're heading to our next stop. We have made it to our second stop of the day, Wildeye Brewing Company. This is a relatively newcomer to the North Van breweries here. I think they opened up last year in 2019. But I'm excited to check it out. Let's go. So we just got our beers. Once again, we got a Flight, we got a hazy IPA, a winter sour, an old-fashioned pale ale, which I don't know what that means even, to be honest, and a mango something. But it pretty much just looks like mango juice. And it pretty much just tastes like mango juice. So if you want to get really drunk without realizing it, just drink a bunch of these. We also ordered some food. We've got that on the way. Apparently they're really popular for their food. So we've got that coming up really soon. This old-fashioned ale is like super delicious. But it's 9% alcohol, so don't drink too many of these. I think this might be my favorite. Sandy, what's your favorite?
My favorite is definitely the 51, the mango infused beer. It's so good. Tastes like juice. You can smell the mango.
We just got our food. We got the tacos and the gyoza, and oh my god, they look amazing. You definitely need to get the food here if you come to Wildeye Brewing. Not if, when you come to Wildeye Brewing. It is so good. The tacos are to die for. This chorizo tofu taco we got is amazing. And then the pulled pork, oh, so good. I mean, their beer here is excellent, but the food, beyond excellent. Definitely check out Wildeye. But that's all for us here. We're gonna head to the next one. Brewery number 3, here we come. We've made it to our third brewery now. This is the House of Funk Brewery. They're also a coffee roastery, which is really interesting. So maybe we'll try some coffee too. Alright, so we just got into House of Funk Brewing. We're just waiting for our menus. They do table service right now due to COVID. And yeah, not too sure what we're gonna get. We've got a couple of different kinds here in our flight. We've got a lager, we've got a sour, we've got a stout, which I'm really interested to try. It's like 11% or something like that. And then we've got an Oktoberfest style lager. I don't know what an Oktoberfest style lager is, but Oh, that's really good actually. Whatever it is, it's delicious. We've also got a coffee on the way because these guys are really well known for their coffee as well. Is it strange to have coffee with beer? Maybe. So this stout that we got was like barrel aged for 9 months, and holy is it strong. You can smell the alcohol coming off of it. It's like 11%. I don't know how I feel about that. This Oktoberfest lager on the other hand, this is probably my favorite beer here. So overall I would say come to House of Funk, have a lager, have the coffee, and we'll see you guys in the next place. Alright, we are heading to the next brewery. We've given up on biking because this is ridiculous. This hill is so crazy. We're walking now. So we're here now at our 4th stop, North Brewing, which is apparently a must-go according to our server at the last place. They apparently have really good pizza, so we're excited to check it out. Unfortunately, they've got a line, so we're waiting. Hopefully it won't be too long. Alright, so we just got our flight here. So we got a strawberry blonde, a banana hef, a choco stout, and a fresh hop supernova. So that sounds pretty good. I'm really excited for this banana hef. It's interesting. To be honest, kind of tastes like the antibiotics you get as a kid, like the banana flavored ones. It's kind of weird. But to be honest, I really like those antibiotics, which is kind of also weird. So I don't know, it's pretty good. That is some good pizza. Good point. Really good brewery. Alright, we have made it to our next location, Streetcar Brewing, which I gotta say has a really weird entrance. So they've got no sign anywhere. There's a kitchen place, and then there's just this random door with a piece of paper on it. We got our beer. We've got a peach radler, a hazy IPA, a stout, and one sour. I'm super excited for this. We're doing a DIY lighting situation over here with Sandy holding the iPhone because it is super dark right now. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Guys, it is so cold outside right now. So I'd say my favorite, if I had to choose one, is probably either the popsicle sour or this radler. It is very juicy. I think it's like 3%. There's not. It's like barely beer, but it's quite good. We've got one last stop, and it's probably the most interesting one, and you'll see why. We're heading there right now. Alright, clearly it's way too dark, so imagine there is a transition shot happening right here. So we've made it to our final stop of the day, Greenleaf Brewing Company. And so the thing that makes this brewing company really interesting is that they're located inside of the Lonsdale Quay Market. It's basically a bunch of little shops, a little snack places that are all like really local. So it's really cool. It's like a little craft market slash food market. Let's take a little look around the market before we go and drink some beer. Alright guys, we got our beers here at Greenleaf. We got a lager, a wheat ale, a pale ale, and a radler. We're really enjoying these radlers today. I feel like having that little juicy taste in your flight is kind of nice. It's very refreshing. So I think my favorite at this place is definitely the sour, which is kind of weird because normally I'm not a huge sour guy, but the sour is like surprisingly refreshing, very citrusy. All the beers here are actually pretty good. What do you think, Sandy? Which one's your favorite?
I think my favorite is the sour.
So if I had to pick my favorite brewery overall from this day, I think I would have to go with the very first place, Bridge. Every single one of the beers was good. Like that low carb one was like surprisingly delicious. My second place, which I was like surprised with how good it was Wildeye. It wasn't even their beer. The beer is delicious, don't get me wrong. But their food was super, super good. The place I was kind of disappointed with was House of Punk. I've heard such good things about it. Their lagers were really good, but I feel like a lager is kind of a boring beer. And their stout was honestly kind of gross. It was like way too alcoholic.
Yeah, you just taste the alcohol.
All you tasted was alcohol, so it wasn't my favorite. Overall, I would say all these North Van breweries are really good. Definitely worth checking out. Very accessible via biking. So definitely come check out the North Van breweries. If you do, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, subscribe to the video if you haven't. Leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next one.